Hey, it's back. Welcome back to another video of Emily Dickinson. So the poem I'm doing is Because I Could Not Stop for Death. Uh, the theme for this poem is the acceptance of the sweetness and the journey of death. In this poem, death is a personification because, for example, in the first stanza, it shows the death, riding a carriage. He also stopped for the persona, which is let's say, the girl dying in this case. And also, when he stops, it shows how the death, like, or he is more like a civilized person.
When she leaves her labor for his civility, that shows how death is civilized and sophisticated, not as us humans, we are more vulgar. Humans who want to make money and live. And it also shows that he is
A gentleman. The extended metaphors in this poem is, as we all know, is death because it goes on since the first line of the poem and it goes down and it shows how death is a sweet guy. He's a ladies' man. He's the type of guy who would open the door for you, stuff like that. So the journey starts where she's with death on the carriage, and it's a slow journey as her life. She's walking by her childhood where she strove, and then like when she became a young woman, the fields, and then at the end, as you'll see next, the sunset, where it all ends when the sun sets. These metaphors, like the sunset, the house, it shows how it shows what's gonna happen in the future. It shows how the journey's gonna go, and also how sweet death is by showing the persona. The sunset. The sunset is pretty. It's a beautiful thing to watch with someone. And also in the poem, because I could not stop for death, there's euphonic devices like the meter. It switches from iambic tetrameter into iambic trimeter. For example, for it starts with iambic tetrameter. It goes, because I could not stop for death, and then it switches to iambic trimeter. He kindly stopped for me. The carriage held but just ourselves and immortality. Also, for the euphonic devices, we all know Emily Dickinson uses a lot of punctuations, and in this poem, she uses a lot of dashes to put pauses and also to show meaning and
affection.
emotions, stuff like that. There's also interesting sounding words. For example, strove, which means struggling. So she passed the school where the children strove, just like us, Mr. Meister. Another word is gossamer, is something worn very light and thin. Tippet is what women wear, like a long scarf worn around the neck, the shoulder. Another word is tulle, Tulle, and it's also something worn. It's soft, fine silk, like nylon. Finally, for because the poem "Because I Could Not Stop for Death," what is Emily Dickinson trying to show us? Like, is death actually a sweet thing? Like, is it something we're all waiting for? Like, we all know we're gonna die, but is it something you're looking forward to? And at the end of the poem, she shows how death is an ongoing thing, eternity.
But what Emily Dickinson wants us to know is that whenever death comes, we have to accept it. Like and subscribe, Mister. Please give me good grade. I don't want it to be. Don't kill my English grade. I know death is sweet, but
I don't want to accept it.